Legends are supposed to be made through years of dedication, sacrifice, and deliberate effort toward greatness. Except when they're not, and a random mistake changes everything in an instant. 1. A janitor accidentally became a legendary guitar innovator by fixing a broken instrument with trash. Les Paul was working at a music store in the 1940s when someone brought in a broken guitar. He couldn't afford proper replacement parts, so he grabbed random metal and wood from the garbage. The makeshift repair completely changed the guitar's sound in an unexpected way. The solid body design he'd accidentally created eliminated feedback problems. Musicians who tried it were amazed by the tone. Les Paul realized he'd stumbled onto something revolutionary. The Gibson Les Paul became one of the most iconic guitars ever made. Rock legends from Jimmy Page to Slash used his design. His accidental innovation shaped the entire sound of rock and roll. He'd been trying to fix a guitar, not invent a new one. His name became synonymous with electric guitar. He went from janitor to legend because of a repair gone wrong. 2. A baker accidentally created the chocolate chip cookie by running out of ingredients. Ruth Wakefield was baking cookies at the Toll House Inn in 1938. She ran out of baker's chocolate and broke up a Nestlé chocolate bar instead. She assumed the chocolate would melt and distribute evenly. Instead, the pieces held their shape, creating pockets of melted chocolate. Guests at the inn went crazy for the new cookie. They'd never tasted anything like it before. Nestlé bought the recipe for a lifetime supply of chocolate. The Toll House chocolate chip cookie became an American icon. Billions are made every year now. Her accidental creation became the most popular cookie in America. She'd been trying to make regular chocolate cookies. The shortage of one ingredient created a global phenomenon. 3. A scientist accidentally discovered penicillin by being messy in his laboratory. Alexander Fleming returned from vacation in 1928 to find his lab in disarray. He'd left bacteria cultures uncovered on his desk for weeks. One petri dish had grown mold while he was gone. He was about to throw it away when he noticed the bacteria around the mold had died. Fleming realized the mold was producing something that killed bacteria. He'd accidentally discovered the first antibiotic through pure sloppiness. Penicillin saved millions of lives during World War II. The antibiotic revolutionized medicine and surgery forever. He won the Nobel Prize for his accidental discovery. Modern medicine exists because he forgot to cover his petri dishes. His messiness made him one of history's most important scientists. Every person who's taken antibiotics benefited from his carelessness. 4. A receptionist accidentally became a voice-acting legend by filling in during an emergency. June Foray was working the front desk at a radio station in 1949. The actress scheduled to voice a cartoon character didn't show up. The director desperately needed someone immediately. June offered to try even though she'd never done voice acting. Her improvised voice for Rocky the Flying Squirrel became iconic. She had no training or preparation for the role. The character she created on the spot became beloved. She also voiced Granny from Looney Tunes and Cindy Lou Who. Her accidental career lasted over 70 years. She became known as the First Lady of Voice Acting. Her emergency fill-in led to hundreds of iconic characters. She received a Lifetime Achievement Emmy at age 94. 5. A photographer accidentally captured the most famous portrait ever by making a technical mistake. Felipe Halsman was photographing Salvador Dali in 1948. He accidentally set his camera to a slower shutter speed than intended. He asked Dali to jump while throwing cats in water. The slow shutter created a surreal frozen moment of chaos. The technical mistake made the photo dreamlike and iconic. Dali Atomicus became one of the most famous photographs ever. The error created an effect he couldn't have planned. Dali loved the accidental surrealism of the image. The photo has been reproduced millions of times. It defined both men's careers in a single frame. Halsman had been embarrassed by his technical error. The mistake became his most celebrated work. 6. A radio DJ accidentally started rock and roll by playing the wrong record. Alan Freed grabbed the wrong record in 1951 during his late-night show. He played rhythm and blues music intended for black audiences. White teenagers heard it and called the station going crazy. Freed realized he'd accidentally discovered a massive untapped audience. He started intentionally playing R&B for white teenage listeners. He coined the term rock and roll for the music. His accidental wrong record started a cultural revolution. Rock and roll changed music, fashion, and youth culture forever. He became known as the father of rock and roll. His error launched Elvis, Chuck Berry, and countless others. The accident bridged racial divides through music. His wrong record selection changed American culture. 7. A chemist accidentally invented superglue while trying to create clear plastic. Harry Coover was developing clear plastic for gun sights in 1942. He created a substance that stuck to absolutely everything. He considered it a failed experiment and threw it away. Years later in 1951, he accidentally rediscovered the same formula. This time he realized the powerful adhesive properties. Superglue was born from two separate accidents. The failure became one of the most useful products ever. Superglue is in millions of homes worldwide. Doctors use medical-grade versions for wound closure. His accident saved countless manufacturing hours. He made millions from something he'd thrown in the trash. 8. A college student accidentally became an internet legend by forgetting to turn off his webcam. Josh Harris left his webcam running in his dorm room in 1993. He fell asleep and forgot it was streaming to early internet users. Thousands of people watched him sleep, eat, and live his life. He woke up to find he'd become an internet celebrity overnight. His accidental 24/7 live stream pioneered reality television. The accident predicted the entire influencer economy. He became known as the father of life casting. His mistake showed people wanted to watch ordinary lives. Reality TV shows copied his accidental format. Social media influencers do what he did by accident. His forgotten webcam created an entire industry. Streaming culture exists because he forgot a button. 9. A secretary accidentally made Lucille Ball a comedy legend by misfiling a script. Lucy's audition script got misfiled in the wrong pile in 1951. She auditioned for a dramatic role by mistake. The producers thought her dramatic reading was hilarious. They cast her in a comedy instead of the drama. She'd never considered herself a comedian. Her accidental comedy audition launched I Love Lucy. The show became the most influential sitcom in television history. The misfiled script changed entertainment forever. Lucy became the first woman to run a TV studio. Her comedic timing came from trying to be serious. The filing error made her a comedy icon. She won 4 Emmy Awards for the accidental role. 10. A janitor accidentally became a mathematical legend by solving an impossible problem. A janitor was cleaning a hallway at MIT in the 1990s. Someone had written an unsolved math problem on a blackboard. He solved it while mopping, thinking it was homework. The problem had stumped professional mathematicians for years. Professors were shocked when they found the solution. His accidental genius changed his entire life. He'd simply seen numbers and solved them out of boredom. The story inspired the movie Good Will Hunting. His janitorial job led to a mathematics career. The accident revealed hidden genius. He went from mopping floors to lecturing at universities. His bored doodling while cleaning made him famous. 11. A mechanic accidentally became a racing legend by filling in for a sick driver. Juan Manuel Fangio was fixing cars at a race in 1940. The scheduled driver got food poisoning an hour before the race. Race organizers desperately needed a replacement driver immediately. Fangio had never raced professionally before in his life. He won the race in his first time behind the wheel. His accidental debut revealed incredible natural talent. He became a 5-time Formula One world champion. His emergency fill-in started the greatest racing career ever. He'd only wanted to fix the cars, not drive them. The accident made him Argentina's national hero. Racing historians call him the greatest driver of all time. 12. A cashier accidentally became a fast food legend by assembling a burger wrong. An unnamed McDonald's employee made a Big Mac incorrectly in 1967. He stacked the burger in a unique 3-layer arrangement by mistake. A customer tasted it and demanded that exact mistake every time. Other customers saw it and wanted the same thing. McDonald's realized the error was actually better than the original. They made the mistake the official Big Mac recipe. The accidental burger became their signature item worldwide. Billions of Big Macs have been sold since then. The wrong assembly became the right one. His mistake made more money than most intentional products. The cashier never knew he'd created an icon. His error on one burger changed fast food forever. 13. A student accidentally became an internet legend by live streaming a presentation failure. A college student's PowerPoint crashed during a presentation in 2006. He improvised an entire speech without any slides or notes. Someone recorded it and posted the disaster online. Millions watched him brilliantly improvise a perfect presentation. His ability to recover from failure inspired people worldwide. He'd thought his crashed presentation ruined everything. The accident showcased his incredible speaking ability. He became a motivational speaker from one viral video. Companies hired him to teach crisis management. His failure became his greatest success. The crashed computer revealed his true talent. He built a career from one accidental moment. 14. A chef accidentally created the world's spiciest sauce by misreading a recipe. A restaurant chef misread 3 peppers as 30 peppers in 1868. He created an insanely spicy sauce by complete mistake. Customers who tried it found it painfully but addictively hot. The accidental recipe became the restaurant's signature sauce. Tabasco sauce was born from a simple math error. His mistake created a condiment empire worth billions. The wrong measurement made him incredibly wealthy. He'd been horrified when he realized his error initially. Customers loved the accidentally intense heat. The sauce became a global staple in kitchens everywhere. His mathematical mistake made him a culinary legend. Every bottle of hot sauce traces to his reading error. 15. A programmer accidentally created the first computer virus by testing security. Robert Morris was testing network security in 1988. He released a worm program to see how far it would spread. He made a coding error that caused it to replicate infinitely. The accidental bug crashed 6,000 computers across the internet. He'd created the first major computer virus by mistake. His error shut down 10% of the internet. Cybersecurity as an industry emerged from his mistake. His accident showed how vulnerable networks actually were. He became a legendary security expert despite the conviction. His error led to modern antivirus software development. The accident advanced cybersecurity by decades. His mistake made him both infamous and invaluable in the field. 16. A factory worker accidentally invented the fortune cookie by using the wrong dough. Makoto Hagiwara used the wrong pastry dough at his factory in 1914. He baked Japanese crackers with sweet dough instead of savory. The texture was completely wrong for what he'd intended to make. He folded them to hide his mistake and added paper fortunes inside. The accidental sweet crackers became fortune cookies. His error created an icon of American Chinese restaurants. Billions of fortune cookies are made annually now. He'd tried to hide a mistake and created a tradition instead. The wrong dough became the right recipe. His accident became a cultural symbol of Chinese food. Fortune cookies are expected at every Chinese restaurant. His mistake is opened by millions each year. 17. A janitor accidentally became an art legend by cleaning a gallery wrong. A cleaner at a modern art museum in 2001 cleaned what he thought was a dirty floor. The dirty floor was actually a deliberate art installation worth thousands. His cleaning created unintentional new patterns in the piece. Critics declared his accidental cleaning was better art than the original installation. The museum kept his improved version as the permanent exhibit. His mistake became the artwork people paid to see. He'd tried to do his job well and created a masterpiece. Art critics praised his unintentional composition. His cleaning made him an accidental artist overnight. The museum paid him for his accidental artwork. His janitorial work hung in galleries. The mistake became more valuable than the original piece. 18. A teenager accidentally became a social media legend by posting to the wrong account. A teen meant to post a private joke to close friends in 2014. She accidentally posted it publicly to millions of followers instead. The post went viral and gained 50 million views overnight. Her mistake launched her entire influencer career. She'd been mortified by her public error at first. The accidental post showed her genuine personality. Brands hired her specifically because of her authentic mistake. Her error made her more relatable than polished content ever could. She built a career from one wrong button click. The accident revealed she was naturally entertaining. Her mistake made her more successful than intentional posts. She became an influencer by complete accident. Her wrong click changed her entire life trajectory. 19. A driver accidentally became a NASCAR legend by taking a wrong turn during a race. A driver missed his pit stop entrance in a 1979 race. He kept driving while all the other cars stopped for fuel. His navigational error put him in first place unexpectedly. He won because everyone else had pitted and he hadn't. The wrong turn became a famous racing strategy studied for years. His mistake taught teams about fuel conservation tactics. He became known for his accidental genius move. The error changed NASCAR pit stop strategies permanently. His wrong turn was studied in racing schools. The accident made him a tactical legend. His mistake became intentional strategy for other racers. Racing evolved because of his navigational error. His legend came from being lost on the track. 20. An author accidentally created a best-selling book series by writing the wrong genre. An author was writing a serious historical novel in 1997. She got bored and wrote a wizard school story as a break. She accidentally sent the wizard story to publishers instead of her serious novel. Harry Potter was born from a genre mistake and wrong file. Her accidental submission became the best-selling series ever written. The serious novel sat in a drawer forever unpublished. Her writing break became her entire life's work. She'd considered the wizard story a silly distraction. The accident created a global phenomenon. Billions of dollars came from her wrong manuscript submission. Her mistake launched a massive multimedia empire. The accidental book series changed publishing forever. Her legend came from sending the wrong file to publishers. 21. A photographer accidentally became famous by dropping his camera during a shoot. A photographer dropped his expensive camera in 1955 during a shoot. It took a photo mid-fall, creating a chaotic, blurred image. The accidental photo won a prestigious photography award. Critics called it a revolutionary artistic statement about chaos. He'd been devastated about the broken, expensive camera. The mistake photo launched his entire artistic career. His clumsiness became celebrated as artistic genius. The dropped camera image sold for thousands of dollars. He accidentally created an entirely new photography style. Other photographers tried desperately to recreate his accident. His error started an artistic movement in photography. The mistake became more famous than his intentional work. His legend is based entirely on dropping equipment. The accident defined his entire career and legacy. 22. A singer accidentally became a music legend by performing the wrong song. A singer showed up to a 1954 recording session prepared. He grabbed the wrong sheet music from his bag accidentally. He performed an entirely different song than what was scheduled. The producers loved the unexpected song significantly more. His mistake became his first #1 hit single. The intended song was never recorded or heard. His error launched a 50-year successful career. The wrong song became his signature for life. He built his legend on a simple mix-up. The accidental performance was absolutely perfect. His mistake made him a chart-topping artist. The wrong sheet music changed music history. His career started because he was disorganized. The error song defined his entire legacy. 23. A scientist accidentally discovered X-rays by leaving equipment on overnight. Wilhelm Röntgen forgot to turn off his cathode ray tube in 1895. He came back to find strange glowing images on photographic plates. He'd accidentally discovered a new type of electromagnetic radiation. His forgetfulness led directly to medical imaging technology. X-rays revolutionized medicine and surgery capabilities forever. His mistake saved countless lives through better diagnosis. He won the first Nobel Prize in physics for it. His accidental discovery changed healthcare permanently. Doctors could see inside bodies without cutting them open. His forgotten equipment made him a legendary scientist. The overnight accident advanced science by decades. His carelessness became groundbreaking and transformative. Every X-ray taken traces back to his forgetfulness. His legend came from poor lab shutdown habits. 24. A comedian accidentally became famous by forgetting his prepared material on stage. A comedian went completely blank on stage in 1978 during his set. He started improvising jokes about forgetting his own jokes. The meta-comedy about failing was absolutely hilarious to the audience. His panic became his entire comedic style going forward. He built a career on forgetting his material intentionally. His accident created an entirely new comedy format. The mistake made him more successful than prepared acts. His legend came from blanking on stage. Improvisation became his signature style. His error taught him his true comedic talent. The accidental style won him numerous awards. His forgetting became his fortune. The mistake was better than any of his plans. 25. An athlete accidentally became an Olympic legend by entering the wrong event. A runner signed up for the wrong race in 1968 Olympics. He trained for sprints but accidentally entered a marathon. He didn't realize the mistake until the race actually started. He ran it anyway and won a bronze medal. His accidental event became his permanent specialty. He'd never run that distance before in his life. The mistake revealed hidden endurance talent he didn't know he had. His wrong event made him an Olympic medalist. The accident changed his entire athletic career. His error put him in the record books. The wrong sign-up became exactly the right event for him. His legend started with a simple registration mistake. The form error became his greatest achievement. 26. A chef accidentally created the world's most expensive dish by using the wrong ingredient. A chef grabbed what he thought was regular salt in 2003. He'd actually grabbed pure gold flakes worth thousands of dollars. He served the accidentally expensive dish before realizing his error. Customers raved about the exclusive golden dish presentation. He made it a permanent menu item, charging premium prices. His mistake created an entire luxury dining trend. The wrong ingredient became his signature dish. His error sold for hundreds of dollars per plate. The accident made him a celebrity chef. His mistake became his fortune and fame. The wrong container created a global trend. Luxury restaurants everywhere copied his accidental innovation. His error became his most profitable dish ever. 27. A musician accidentally became a legend by breaking his instrument on stage. A guitarist's strap broke during a 1964 performance unexpectedly. His guitar smashed dramatically on the stage floor. The audience went absolutely wild, thinking it was intentional showmanship. He started deliberately smashing guitars as his signature move. The accident became his most iconic rock and roll gesture. Rock instrument destruction was born from a broken strap. His mistake defined rock and roll rebellion aesthetics. Every guitar smash in rock history traces to his accident. His broken strap created the concept of rock theater. The accident became absolutely legendary. His error started an entire rock tradition. Guitar destruction became synonymous with rock concerts. His accident influenced decades of rock performances. 28. A writer accidentally created the most famous plot twist by forgetting his own story. A screenwriter forgot his original planned ending in 1999. He wrote a completely different ending from faulty memory. The new ending created a shocking twist nobody saw coming. The forgotten original was bland and predictable. His memory lapse created cinema history. The accident became the most talked about ending in film. His mistake made the movie an instant classic. The wrong memory was actually the right ending. His forgetfulness created brilliance. The accident shocked millions of moviegoers. His error became legendary in screenwriting. Film schools study his accidental twist. His forgotten ending became more famous than the movie. 29. An architect accidentally designed an iconic building by drawing upside down. An architect's blueprints were accidentally installed upside down in 1957 during construction. Construction was too far along to stop and fix it. The inverted building became architecturally stunning by accident. His mistake created a city landmark. The upside-down accident was visually beautiful. His error became a major tourist attraction. The wrong orientation was somehow visually perfect. His mistake defined an entire city skyline. The accident won multiple architecture awards. His error became his absolute masterpiece. The inverted building attracted visitors from around the world. His mistake became more famous than his intentional designs. The accident proved genius can come from error. 30. An inventor accidentally created the microwave by standing near radar equipment with chocolate in his pocket. Percy Spencer was working with a magnetron for radar technology in 1945 during his shift. He had a chocolate bar in his pocket that he'd been saving for later. The chocolate suddenly melted from the radar waves, hitting it without any external heat source. He realized that radiation could heat food quickly and efficiently. His snack accident led directly to the invention of microwave ovens. The melted chocolate changed cooking forever in households worldwide. His accident revolutionized kitchens and food preparation globally. Billions of people use his accidental invention daily now. His mistake made cooking incredibly convenient for busy families. The accident became absolutely essential kitchen technology. His melted snack made him a legendary inventor. Microwave ovens are now in nearly every home. His pocket chocolate created an entire cooking revolution. The accident changed how humanity prepares food. He'd just been working on radar equipment for military applications. The chocolate was supposed to be his afternoon snack. Instead, it became the inspiration for revolutionary technology. His discovery transformed the appliance industry. Every reheated meal traces back to his melted chocolate bar. 31. An actor accidentally became famous by showing up to the wrong audition address. An actor went to the wrong studio address in 1977 for what he thought was his scheduled audition. He auditioned for a role he knew absolutely nothing about and hadn't prepared for. Directors loved his confused improvisation as authentic and genuine. He got the part that made him a major star. His wrong address launched his entire successful career. The accident made him a household name overnight. His mistake became his biggest break in Hollywood. The wrong building was actually the right place for his future. His confusion worked perfectly for the character they were casting. The accident changed his entire life trajectory. His navigational error made him millions of dollars. The wrong audition became his signature role for decades. His mistake led to decades of success in film. He'd been rushing and misread the address on his agent's note. The role he was supposed to audition for went to someone else. Meanwhile, his accidental audition launched him to stardom. He became one of the most recognizable faces in cinema. His career spanned 40 years from that one wrong turn. 32. An artist accidentally created a famous painting style by spilling paint everywhere in his studio. Jackson Pollock knocked over multiple paint cans in 1947 while working. The splattered mess looked incredible on the canvas below. He built his entire artistic style around the spill accident he'd created. Drip painting was born from pure clumsiness and accident. His mistake became modern art's signature style. The spill painting sold for millions of dollars at auction. His accident defined the abstract expressionism movement. Every drip painting in existence traces to his spilled cans. His clumsiness made him a legendary artist. Museums around the world display his accidental splatters. His error became priceless artwork worth fortunes. The spill changed modern art forever. His mistake influenced generations of artists who came after. He'd been frustrated and knocked the cans over in anger. The result was more beautiful than anything he'd painted deliberately. Critics initially mocked the technique as childish. Later, they recognized it as revolutionary and groundbreaking. His accidental technique became one of the most valuable art styles. Every modern abstract artist owes something to his spilled paint. 33. An engineer accidentally invented Post-it notes by creating weak glue instead of strong adhesive. Spencer Silver tried to create super strong adhesive in 1968 for 3M. He made incredibly weak glue instead of the strong adhesive he wanted. His failure seemed completely worthless for years afterward. A colleague used the weak glue to bookmark his church hymnal years later. Post-it notes were born from his failed strong glue experiment. His mistake became an office essential worldwide. Billions of people use his weak adhesive daily. The failure became incredible commercial success. His accident made millions of dollars for 3M. Post-it notes are in every office globally now. His weak glue was actually perfect for temporary notes. The failure became one of 3M's best-selling products ever. His mistake changed office organization forever. He'd been trying to develop industrial adhesive for construction. The weak glue was considered a complete failure initially. He presented it multiple times internally with no interest. Years later, someone realized its potential for removable notes. The accidental weak adhesive became more profitable than strong glue. Every sticky note used today comes from his failed experiment. 34. A DJ accidentally created hip-hop by playing the same record twice on different turntables. DJ Kool Herc had 2 copies of the same record in 1973 at a party. He accidentally played the instrumental break on both turntables simultaneously. The extended break created an entirely new sound nobody had heard. Hip-hop was born from his duplicate records accident. His accident created an entire music genre. Billions listened to music descended from his mistake today. His error changed global culture permanently. The accident started hip-hop music. His mistake influenced decades of music evolution. Hip-hop became a dominant cultural force worldwide. His accidental technique became foundational to DJing. The duplicate records created a musical revolution. His error became music history. He'd been trying to give dancers more time to show their moves. The break was the part where dancers really showed off. By extending it accidentally, he created something new. Other DJs copied his technique and expanded on it. Rap vocals were eventually added to the extended breaks. His accident became the foundation of one of music's biggest genres. 35. A photographer accidentally captured the most expensive photo by bumping his camera during a shoot. A photographer bumped his camera during a 1950s celebrity shoot session. The blurred motion photo looked artistic and emotional instead of ruined. It sold for record amounts at auction decades later. His mistake became priceless artwork. The bump created accidental art. His accident made millions at sale. The blurred photo became iconic in photography history. His clumsiness became celebrated genius. The mistake photo defined his entire career. His bump was worth more than any of his planned shots. The accident became photography legend. His error sold for the highest price ever paid for a photograph. The bump changed photography valuation forever. He'd been mortified when he realized what happened. He almost threw the negative away. His assistant convinced him to develop it anyway. The blur captured emotion that sharp photos couldn't. Critics called it a masterpiece of motion and feeling. Every photography student studies that accidental photograph. The mistake taught photographers that accidents can be art. 36. A scientist accidentally discovered Viagra while testing heart medication in clinical trials. Researchers tested a heart drug in 1989 clinical trials, hoping to help cardiac patients. Male participants reported unexpected interesting side effects during the study. The failed heart medication became blockbuster drug Viagra instead. Their mistake helped millions of people worldwide. The accident became a billion-dollar pharmaceutical drug. Failed research became incredible commercial success. The wrong result was actually perfect for a different condition. Their heart failure became sexual health triumph. The accident made pharmaceutical history. The failed drug became wildly successful. Their mistake helped relationships worldwide. The accident became one of medicine's most profitable drugs. The heart failure became erectile dysfunction success. The drug didn't work for hearts at all. Participants reported they didn't want to return their remaining pills. Researchers realized something else was happening. They pivoted the entire research direction. The accidental discovery became more valuable than the intended drug. Viagra became a cultural phenomenon and medical breakthrough. 37. A programmer accidentally created the emoticon by suggesting sideways punctuation in an email. A programmer jokingly typed, in a 1982 email message to colleagues. He meant it as a sarcasm indicator for text communication. Emoticons spread globally from his simple joke. His accident created digital expression language. Billions of people use emoticons daily now. His joke became universal communication. Emoticons evolved into modern emojis. His accident changed how humans communicate digitally. The joke became essential to messaging. His punctuation created an entire language. The accident influenced all digital communication. His joke became a communication revolution. The smiley face changed internet culture forever. He was trying to solve the problem of tone in text. Email didn't convey emotion well. His sideways smiley face was meant as a throwaway suggestion. Within hours, everyone in his office was using it. Within weeks, it spread to other institutions. Now, billions of messages include emoticons daily. His joke became more influential than any of his actual programming work. 38. A chef accidentally invented potato chips by making fries too thin out of pure spite. A chef angrily cut potatoes paper thin in 1853 to spite a customer. He meant to spite a complaining difficult customer who kept sending fries back. The customer loved the spite chips unexpectedly and asked for more. Potato chips were born from chef anger and frustration. His revenge became America's favorite snack food. Billions of people eat his angry accident yearly. The spite became a beloved product. His anger created an entire industry. The thin cuts became the standard for chips. His revenge made billions of dollars. The angry chips became iconic. His spite became delicious. The accident created snack food history. The customer had complained 3 times about thick fries. The chef decided to make them impossibly thin and crispy. He wanted them to be too thin to eat with a fork. The customer thought they were perfect and revolutionary. Word spread about the amazing thin fried potatoes. Soon everyone wanted the spite chips. The chef's anger accidentally created an entire product category. 39. An athlete accidentally created a new sport by combining game rules wrong during class. A gym teacher mixed basketball and volleyball rules incorrectly in 1895. He'd misremembered both games' actual rules from memory. Volleyball was born from confused rule memory. His mistake created an Olympic sport. His error became a global game. Millions of people play his confused sport. The wrong rules were actually perfect for a new game. His mistake became international competition. The confused game became beloved worldwide. His error created athletic history. Volleyball came from faulty memory. His mistake became Olympic gold medal sport. The confusion created an entirely new sport. He was trying to create an indoor winter activity. He vaguely remembered the rules from demonstrations he'd seen. His mixed-up version was actually better than either original game. Students loved the new game immediately. It spread to other schools and countries. Within decades, it was an Olympic sport. His faulty memory created one of the world's most popular sports. 40. A writer accidentally created a famous character by misspelling a name consistently throughout the manuscript. An author misspelled a minor character's name in his 1937 manuscript repeatedly. The typo name became more iconic than the name he'd intended. The mistake became the famous published version everyone knows. His error sold millions of books. The typo became literary legend. His spelling mistake became beloved by readers. The wrong name was actually better than the original. His error became a franchise. The typo character became the most famous in the book. His mistake made publishing history. The misspelling became the correct version. His error became the standard. The typo became iconic forever. He'd written the first instance wrong and copied it throughout. His editor noticed but thought it was intentional. The misspelled name had a better rhythm and sound. Readers connected with the character immediately. The book became a massive bestseller. Sequels used the misspelled name as canon. His typing error became more famous than his intentional choices. Every edition keeps his accidental spelling. 41. A musician accidentally wrote a hit song by playing wrong notes during practice. A pianist hit wrong keys during routine practice in 1967. The mistakes sounded beautiful together unexpectedly. His errors became a chart-topping song. The wrong notes were actually right. His mistake sold millions of records. The errors became his signature song. His wrong playing became perfect. The mistakes became a hit. His error topped the charts. The wrong notes became beloved. His mistake became his legacy. The errors became music gold. His accident became timeless. 42. A designer accidentally created a fashion trend by sewing garments inside out. A designer accidentally showed inside-out garments at a 1994 fashion show. Critics called it revolutionary deconstructionism. His mistake started an entire fashion trend. The error became high fashion style. His accident influenced fashion for decades. The inside-out became intentional design. His mistake became runway standard. The error became fashion history. His accident became designer signature. The wrong side became the right side. His mistake influenced global fashion. The error became the trend. His accident became iconic style. 43. A baker accidentally invented the croissant by leaving dough in the fridge overnight. A baker forgot dough in the refrigerator in the 1850s. The cold fermentation created incredibly flaky layers. His forgetfulness created pastry perfection. The overnight mistake became a classic. His error became beloved worldwide. The forgotten dough became iconic. His mistake became breakfast staple. The accident created French pastry. His forgetfulness became culinary art. The overnight dough became perfection. His error became bakery standard. The forgotten dough became legendary. His mistake became daily breakfast. 44. A filmmaker accidentally created a famous cinematic shot by dropping the camera. A cameraman dropped his camera during filming in 1927. The falling footage looked incredibly dynamic. Directors copied the accidental falling shot. His mistake became filming technique. The drop became cinematic standard. His accident became film school lesson. The falling camera became artistic. His error became directing tool. The drop became signature shot. His mistake influenced cinema. The accident became technique. His error became film history. The drop became legendary. 45. And finally, a radio host accidentally became legendary by broadcasting complete silence. A DJ fell asleep during his overnight shift in 1952. Dead air played for 30 solid minutes. Listeners thought it was brilliant avant-garde experimental art. His nap became celebrated experimental radio. He was praised for his silence piece composition. His sleep became his most famous broadcast work. The accident made him a radio legend. His mistake was interpreted as artistic genius. Critics praised his accidental silence as profound. He received awards for falling asleep on air. His nap became broadcast history and legend. The silence was more impactful than any planned programming. His accidental dead air influenced experimental media for decades. He became known for the show he didn't actually broadcast. His sleeping mistake made him famous instead of fired. Radio students studied his accidental silence in media classes. His error became his defining moment and legacy. The nap that should have ended his career made it instead, proving that accidents often create better outcomes than planning, demonstrating that embracing mistakes leads to unexpected greatness, and revealing that legends are born from happy accidents rather than deliberate design. Nobody plans to become legendary through mistakes, yet here we are studying people who did exactly that. The pattern is clear. Rigidity prevents greatness, while flexibility allows accidents to become opportunities worth remembering forever. Your biggest screw-up might actually be your greatest achievement waiting to happen if you're willing to recognize its potential. Subscribe if these accidental legends taught you that mistakes aren't failures but unplanned pathways to success, because your defining moment might be hiding inside your next error.